I was hired to help the Coca Cola Company create more value out of design. What that led to was an approach that we developed based on Legos. So Legos, if you think about it, they have fixed and flexible elements. Fixed things are the things that haven't changed for years. The flexible things are the additional Legos that you can buy if you're into Harry Potter, that kind of thing. So essentially we just took that same approach and used that across the business. First one is to help everyone understand what it means to create good design. And in fact, we all create things across the company. If you're in any size company, everyone creates or designs things every day. So, trying to help everyone learn how to be a better designer. That's the first thing. Second thing is to make it easy for people to do the right thing. So creating a way to design that everyone can understand. This is what the whole book is about. In this case, combining scale and agility to create growth for the company. Third thing is to celebrate when you do that. So storytelling, understand what the goal is, and then once you reach that goal, to keep referencing that goal in the future. I had a co-author, and she and I would write together. So I would get up at 4 a.m. and literally write wherever I was in the world, send that to her, and she would take it from there. So we would write every day around that same routine. But really the content of the book was my experience at Coke over the last decade. Frankly, just trying to capture that experience, open that up to other people to give their commentary inside the book. But yeah, it was just to capture the experience, the approach that we developed at Coke. Any company can use the concept of the book. That's why I was so excited to write the book, because what I learned at Coke could actually apply to especially any company, established company that struggles with agility, and especially multinationals that struggle with the same challenges. Company, when I entered Coke, the company was really good at designing for scale. So designing things that could scale quickly around the world. So think of the Contour bottle, the famous package of Coca-Cola. That thing has been simplified, standardized, and integrated so that it can scale and become within arm's reach of desire. Anyone that wants a Coke can essentially find one. What is different is a way to create agility, to create flexibility across the company. So that was the thing. So we were able to now design for scale and agility, whereas before, really the approach was built around designing for scale. One success story was in our juice business. Coke is, a lot of people don't realize this, but Coca-Cola is actually the largest juice company in the world as well. We have about 100 brands inside of our juice portfolio. So we use this approach, this fixed and flexible approach, to actually use packaging, juice packaging, as one element to create $3 billion brands in the last 5 years. So 3 new billion-dollar brands in the last 5 years, all based on, one element is the way we actually design the packaging. Failure, many of those. So I'll say the first thing I did when I started at Coke, I used to talk about design and good design and use other examples, or use examples from other companies like Apple, Nike, other, let's say, design-driven companies. Well, that was exactly the wrong approach, because people would say to me, David, we're not Apple, we're not Nike. Help us design an approach or understand design through our language. So that's the biggest, that's one of the challenges or mistakes I made, but understanding the business from the very beginning and then talking about the value of design through the lens of that company. I think the opportunity for design specifically is to be much more inclusive than perhaps we ever have been as designers. Typically think about designers as this small group of thought leaders, but I think the opportunity is to actually expand that and help everyone be better designers.